Okay, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 333 News. I'm your news anchor Wario, and let's get started. Warning, this episode will be long because we have several updates we'd like to discuss, and we may be breaking the 20-minute mark for the first time in a 333 News episode, so please stay tuned to the end as we have a lot of important things to discuss. And if you don't have that kind of time, I suggest you come back and watch this video later. Alright, let's start off with some small changes that we've made. So an honorable mention is we will be moving out of this college apartment soon, and this is the last episode that's being filmed here. Also, as you can probably tell by the background noise, the air conditioning is running because today is rather warm and humid, as you will soon see when Donkey Kong gets to the meteorology segment. And yeah, long story short, regardless of that, we are implementing a fix to our notorious shaky camera footage. As you can see, it is perfectly steady today. So yeah, in the past 10 episodes we've had pretty shaky camera footage and I'd be just drifting off like this. Today that is no longer a problem. We have a mini tripod to keep the camera still now, so it is not going to drift when we look at the teleprompter anymore. And there's more coming up, but before we discuss any upcoming plans, we've got a top priority news story for you guys regarding YouTube as a whole. Let's get started with that. For our top story of the day, be prepared, this is going to be a long one. YouTube experienced major back-end server issues on Thursday, May 2nd, causing newly uploaded videos to not be processed at all. Across a several-hour span, hundreds of outage reports were submitted to Down Detector, all with the same issue. Users described being unable to upload videos due to processing not working, and this problem lasted for several hours, resulting in a black hole of activity from YouTubers all over the platform, since videos were unable to be processed going throughout the night. We were also personally affected by this issue, as a Mario Kart Tour video that had just been completed and uploaded twice for that matter, and it would not be processed. After the video was uploaded, its stayed on processing will begin shortly for multiple hours. We tried taking down and re-uploading the video to no avail, as the same issue came about on attempt 2. This is by far the largest YouTube outage of 2024, with server issues resulting in the inability to upload videos for several hours. And amidst the event, we also made a community post describing the ongoing issue. We have published a video in our Discord server as a temporary means of circumventing the issue, and after 3 hours, the original upload had finally processed, and the video is now available for anyone to view. This comes not alone, but with other problems surfacing as well. And it seems YouTube quality is continuing to decline ever since problematic or unnecessary updates started being released a few years back, most notably starting with the removal of the dislikes counter. We've also noticed our view counters have been reset on some more recent videos, and that is confirmed to be a problem yet again with the YouTube servers. The actual view count will not be visible until 3 days out on each new upload, so please ignore the counter on any videos less than 3 days old, as it will be inaccurate. YouTube has a tendency to reset the counter after 24 hours, and then put it back to the way it was after 2 or 3 more days. This decline in quality means that we may need to start looking for YouTube alternatives, and if that is the case, we will put up a link to our new platform page when the time comes, and try to move as much content over as we can. But we hope that we can continue uploading here and have our fingers crossed that YouTube will stop destroying their platform and will not become any more Google-fied. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but basically, this is all due to Google buying YouTube. As of writing this script, the server issues causing videos not to process actually have been resolved, to our knowledge, and we are not responsible for any delays in the making and publishing of this video for once, because, well, actually, we are recording this on Monday afternoon, but if it comes out any later than that, we are not responsible for any further delays because of back-end server issues. We're not entirely sure if they have been completely resolved, but the video actually that we have issues with is up, and we're confident that we are not experiencing server issues anymore, so hopefully everything goes smoothly. But in any case, video playback hasn't been affected by this issue, and most other parts of YouTube have not seen adverse effects, but an outage to this degree is not to be taken lightly, and if you're seeing this video, please be advised that you may need to find a new video sharing platform to both create and watch content on in the near future, because if YouTube keeps declining like this, could mean the end of the platform is coming soon. All issues have been resolved as of right now, and well, right now being when this video has been published, all issues have been resolved and the servers are back up and running in normal operation, and we would like to thank our audience for the understanding that any delays were beyond our control for both the video in question and this video. If God forbid that it happens again. And yeah, that is all for this story, and we can finally move on. So yeah, that was some pretty major issues that we were experiencing, and definitely not going to be going without a little news story there. Alright, I, your news anchor Wario, would like to thank all of you who are currently watching. This channel has been a wild ride, and as we are approaching our 8-year channel anniversary in just 10 days, I'd like to say thank you to our audience, especially our longtime viewers all the way from back in 2016, 2017, you know, the time period, for staying through all of the changes that have come over the years. I would like to say, before we get into our meteorology segment, that this channel has settled on being mostly a general purpose channel, and along with our regular series of 333 news, episodes, tunes, our Mario Kart Tour gameplays, and other regular videos, well, whatever they are, you can expect pretty much anything, because our horizons are going to expand to encompass whatever Ryan wants to do, since it's kind of the whole point of YouTube, to make and share the content that you want to. Alright, that was a pretty long segment. And yeah, I apologize for being a little rambly there, because, well, the whole YouTube outage thing, that was a pretty serious event, and since it did affect us, I felt it was necessary to go in-depth on that. So yeah, that is all for that, and we can finally get over to the meteorology studio where Donkey Kong's got our 7-day forecast. Over to you, Donkey Kong. 6 minutes? You are crazy, Wario. Alright, welcome to the meteorology studio. I'm Donkey Kong, your meteorologist, and today we're going to be doing some meteorology in the meteorology studio. So as always, let's get started with your current conditions. Right now, it is a beautiful 71 degrees outside, mostly cloudy skies, very, very high relative humidity, 73% for this temperature. That means the dew point is over 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it is very humid today. As you can tell, our air conditioning is running. That is how bad it is out there in terms of humidity with the warmth. And winds are roughly out of the southwest at 6 miles an hour, so yeah. That is our current conditions, and yeah, very, very nice summer-like day actually, with it popping into the 70s and being ridiculously humid. So yeah, now let's get to your 7-day forecast. Yeah. Alright, so there's your 7-day forecast. We're gonna start out with tomorrow actually, because it's already 3 p.m. today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're gonna be looking at 73 for high, 49 for low, and sunny skies. Beautiful day out. So, another nice day to kind of enjoy yourselves. It won't be quite as humid as it is today, thankfully, because, well, the humidity is just making the heat oppressive, but some drier heat's actually going to be a bit nicer. So, yeah. Alright, moving on to Wednesday. We're going to look at some spot showers, 58 for high and 48 for low. Not too bad. Alright, on Thursday, we're going to be looking at a high of 64, low 47, chance of some moderate levels of rain. And yeah, there's going to be more rain than just those spot showers on Wednesday. So that is why we got moderate rain instead of spot showers. You know the deal. Alright, turning around here on Friday, we're going to look at a chance of some light rain. 53 for a high and 46 for a low. Pretty big cool down from Thursday. And yeah, in general, that's probably a day you want to stay inside. But the rest of the week actually doesn't look too bad, except for Thursday, where there's also going to be rain, but I think you get the point. You kind of want to stay inside on those cooler and more rainy days. Alright, on Saturday, another chance of some spot showers, 60 for a high, 44 for a low, kind of similar to Wednesday, so yeah, probably another day that I would try and stay inside for most of the day, although it's still warm enough that you might be able to get out and enjoy yourself if the showers have passed. Alright, on Sunday, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies, 61 for a high, 42 for a low, not too bad. And finally, next Monday, 64 for a high, 48 for a low, with mostly sunny skies. And that is going to be the second best day of the upcoming week, other than tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be really warm, and I think you get what's going on here. We're finally at that time of the year where we are starting to transition into some summer-like conditions, specifically like today. You know, warm and humid is going to be the general trend once we get past this week. And yeah, since we are now in May, we're starting to see those warm and more humid conditions making their entrance. So we're going to be looking at some more summer-like conditions on the way beyond this week. But for this week, we're still going to be dealing with a little bit on the cooler side. We're going to be still in those 50s and 60s for most of the time, when we get to the end of the month, that's probably when we're going to be seeing more 70s, maybe even a few 80s start showing up, and that's when the humidity is going to start to skyrocket. Today we're just getting a brief taste of what it's going to be like down the road. And of course, the rest of the week is going to be more like what we would expect for the month of May. In any case, that's going to do for your 70 forecast, and we're going to take it back to Wario at the news desk. Back to you, Wario. Right, thank you, Donkey Kong. So yeah, Donkey Kong is entirely right, and that's the whole reason we actually have our air conditioning turned on for today. It is quite warm and humid, and the air conditioning is making that tolerable. It is currently, as of recordings, around 69 degrees in the room. The relative humidity is 64% inside. Yeah, today is pretty warm and humid, so hopefully the background noise didn't bother you too much. We couldn't really do anything about it because if we had turned the AC off, it would be a little bit more uncomfortable recording here. Because, yeah, we are getting into the late spring, and we are approaching summer, so the warm and humid conditions are going to be a recurring thing going down the road. And, yeah, I do apologize that this episode was rather long, especially with the story about the whole YouTube issues thing, but, we had to get that out because it was a very important story. It did personally affect us, so I felt it very important to do a retelling of what was going on there. In any case, that's going to do it for today's episode. Once again, I'm your news anchor Wario. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week in the next episode. Wario, out.